Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Good to be back. Goodness, it's good to be back. I'm so pumped right now. I'm so pumped to scalp the E-mini today. How about you guys? How do you guys feel this morning? Excited to be back. Thanks for joining the stream. Sorry about yesterday. I was fully expected to join yesterday, but something came up. Life comes up. Unfortunately, there's more to life than YouTube, and so sometimes those things take priority. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's feeling great. Hey, make sure you fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think today is. Good morning, everyone. Let me say good morning to all you guys. I missed you guys so much. Real Idiot says he is back. I'm back. Random Blitz says, let's go. You forgot the most important word. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's find those scalps today, pandas. I have an eye on the 10K chart right now. And there's a two-legged pullback forming close to the 20 MA. I'm thinking about taking it. Keeping an eye on the 10K chart right now. SW Blaze says, good morning from Chicago. Real Idiots from Germany. Giga Minx, good money, Panda. I'm guessing he's saying good morning, but okay, good money works too. Good money, Panda. Today is my birthday, and as a gift, I'll buy your indicator. Hey, that's the best gift you can give yourself. Hope you enjoy it. Hope it's helpful for you. Good morning from Montana, John Parkman. Sleepy Joe, good morning. Glad to see you back too. Kellyanne, hey, good morning and welcome back. You were missed. Thank you. Giga Minx, yeah, thanks. Brandon Jones, happy birthday, Giga. Yeah, let's give Giga Minx a happy birthday. Simone Riva says, afternoon from Scotland, pandas. Real Idiot asks, do you have a daily goal? I do not. In terms of financially, I do have a daily goal. My daily goal is to take the best setups possible, and that's simply my only goal. Henster K says, good morning from Cali. Gus Bra says, Washington State. Well, hey, Jason, my mod. Missed you, man. It's been a while. Good morning from Texas. Phil W says, welcome back. Mr. Community, cheers from Toronto. My Canadians here. Good morning. Nye the Trader. It's panda season. That's right. Brandon Jones. Morning, Jason. Good morning, D-Lou. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, Cad from Georgia. Good morning, Mitch. Don't forget to like. That's right, guys. Hey, if you enjoy the stream, hit that like button. Hey, it's been a while, so hitting that like button is even more important today than ever. To let people know that I'm back. We're ready to go. Looking at this two-legged pullback at the 10K chart, but it is not 9:30. I do not like to hold the trade into the open, but this is not a bad setup. Strong uptrend, but pandas, by the way, pandas, hey, those who are new, I'm by my money. Welcome to the stream. Hey, in the stream, we trade pure price action here. And when I say pure price action, what I mean by that is that we don't use any indicators such as RSI, stochastics, any of those indicators. We like to read the price action. We like to read the candles. We like to read the movements. And specifically, we like to trade this one setup, the two-legged pullback. Setup that looks like this. Two pullbacks down or two pullbacks upwards. And we like to go on the second entry. So we call this the first pullback, first entry, second pullback. We like to enter into the second entry after the two-legged pullback completes. In the right setup, in the right context, this is a greater than 90% probability to make a point. So we define the setup in key areas such as moving averages, support resistance levels, channels. If you'd like more information about the setup, you can check out the description below. Also, by pure price action, we have indicators, but the indicators we use help us with reading price action. And so we have the 20 MA, which is this blue line, the 240 SMA, which is this dash line, and we have a custom indicator that automatically counts legs and identifies these second entries. So we're looking for the setup, and so this indicator automatically finds the setup for us with a simple color scheme with a dark green or dark red number. The dark green means go long, dark red means go short. And you can see on the left side that all the second entries are already marked magenta boxes for traps. And if you want to see the next upcoming leg, it tells you the next upcoming leg, what type of leg it is. And this is a second entry long if it breaks the previous candle's high. Also, there's a trading range indicator that maps trading ranges using pure price action. If you like information about these indicators or like the indicator yourself, you can check out the official website in the bottom right of your screen, www.twoleggedpullback.com. You can also check in the description. The link should be there as well. All right, that's it for the introduction. Good morning, pandas. This is 921. Yes. By the way, we trade only one single instrument, the E-mini futures. I'll go to the 2K chart because the 2K charts are bread and butter, but I like to use the higher time frames, 10K and also 5-minute, and even look at the daily to see possible type of day it could be today. The 5-minute is hitting the 240 SMA perfectly, but I do not like this pattern. It looks like, right, breakup trend, and it looks like it basically spiked in channel here. Some sort of spike in channel. Spike in channel broke, and now it's coming down, but this is the 5-minute. The volume, pandas, hey, let me know in the chat what you think about the volume these days. The volume is just horrendous in my opinion. It's so bad. It's so bad. But I've been on I was on vacation last couple of days, and so I haven't been really looking at the charts until well, pretty much today. So I might be a little rusty, and so going to I might make a couple mistakes here, but you know, you guys sometimes take the hits to get warmed up. So we're trying to find two-legged pullbacks. But pandas, on the 10K chart, you can see we have a two-legged pullback after a strong move upwards, right? Very strong move up. But this in itself made a two-legged pullback. And now we're coming down and we're making our own two-legged pullback here, ABC, off the 20 EMA, very close to the 20 EMA. And what I want is a pretty good signal bar. Right now the signal bar is not good, plus inside bar. Inside bar is not necessarily all bad, but when the inside bar is kind of like in a position like this, it's kind of hard to tell what's going to happen. Mainly because it has not actually hit the 20 EMA yet, and the 20 EMA typically acts as some sort of magnet. And so it could pop up and pop back down to trap you out, and then come right back up. So I like to wait actually if we can hit the 20 EMA or have a very good signal bar. If we have a very good signal bar here, then I may be tempted to go. But notice the context here. We have a wedge, 3 pushes up, 1, 2, 3 on the 10K chart. 3 pushes up, also spike in channel. Spike, and we have a channel here. And with this channel, we can see that we are oversold. Overbought, sorry. We are overbought using pure price. We're not overbought because of a indicator telling us. We're overbought because of the price action. We're at the top of the channel plus top of the wedge, and we had a pretty strong reaction off the top of that wedge. And so this could be a possible reversal point. Things to consider. By the way, do not copy any of my trades. I'm a panda. Don't copy any pandas that you see or meet, please. Just a life lesson for you guys. And so we like to enter a second entry here, but we need a pretty convincing signal bar here. I would really like it if it actually pops down, gives me a nice tail under here, and it comes back up and gives me a nice signal bar. That to me is the kind of candle that I would like to see. Right now I'm on the 921 expiration. Right now I think the volume is in the 921, so I am a 921. By the way, if you do have questions, check out the or just put in the chat and I'll get to you. Because I'm reading price action here, I might be focused on the charts and might miss some of your questions, but I'll try to get back to them. Especially if you're a panda. If you're a panda, I will definitely try my best to get to your questions. But SW Blaze says he thinks the volume is split. It is split, but definitely I think right now the 921 has higher volume. 921 has higher volume. Welcome to the stream. Hey, if you guys missed the introduction, you can rewind a little bit to tell you what I'm doing here. If you want to know what instrument this is, you can check out the description below. Frequently asked questions. Frank Angelo says, what instrument are you using? Well, this is 921. I didn't answer that in the frequently asked questions, but this is the 921. I am looking for a two-legged pullback off the 10K chart. Hopefully get a nice little scalp here. Possibly runner, but I doubt it. We shall see. But hey, we let the candle finish first. Right now, this is the signal bar, and that's a terrible signal bar to trade. So if it does break above with this signal bar, I don't think I'll be interested. Right now, the 2K chart is how my 2K chart looks like. 20 EMAs acting as resistance here. Plus, we do have this trend line down. So when you look at the 2K chart, you can see that we're currently in a downtrend. Yesterday's close is acting as some sort of support. But you can see that the 20 EMA is acting as a type of resistance. And so this is where we see some sideways trading, some consolidation, because it's pinched between the 20 EMA and yesterday's close, and we're going to see that it's going to pinch until it breaks out or breaks down. We got a new member here. We got a new panda. Hey, welcome to new panda. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, enjoy your green name. Enjoy your... I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to let you guys know what kind of day I think it is going to be. It's pretty much split even, the poll. But thanks for becoming a panda. I need to see your name in the chat. When your name comes up, I'll make sure I'll say hi. What kind of day do I think it's going to be today? You guys are pretty much split even. Daniel Eyes, thank you, thank you. It's pretty much split even. Most of you guys do think it's bull trend day today, but because you're looking at the price action, but let's look at the daily. It just said your name. Oh, maybe either you... Something might be wrong with my thing. Or it could be maybe a renewal or something. Not sure. Oh, it might be a renewal because guess what, pandas? You guys are on your second pullback. For those who've been with me for 3 months, look at your badge. You guys have 2 pullbacks now. And now you got to wait for your second entry. And that's going to come, I think, maybe next month. But you got your two-leg pullbacks, pandas, and you guys are seriously awesome. This might go crazy with the members. I think maybe because all the new members may be renewing their membership. Not sure why it's popping up, but hopefully it doesn't spam. I hate when it does that. But this is what I'm seeing right now. If you're looking at the daily, we have 1, 2, 3 bull bars in a row. But we have a spike in channel. Couple things here. Spike in channel, as you can see with this channel right here. Spike in channel. We're at the top of the spike in channel. The unlikely thing that's going to happen today is it's going to break above this spike in channel. That is the unlikely thing. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but that is a more unlikely thing. The more likely thing is possibly it'll give us a trading range bar today, you know, a doji. And tomorrow we'll get a better sense and maybe create a two-legged pullback off the daily here. And I really like trading two-legged pullbacks off the daily. I like to use that for my information. So you have this A, B, C setting up on the daily. So for me, I think trading range day today, possible bear trend day today, but I think we're at the top of this channel. And from what I see, you know, probability-wise is that, you know, we might stall out here or we might create some sort of bear trend day today. Hey man, yeah, we'll celebrate no matter what here. Alright, pandas, let's do this. We got 1 minute to the open. Let me look at the 10K chart. This is my only setup right now on the 10K chart. Two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA possibly here. Well, what I will do is if it fails, I might take the reversal, thinking that this might just bounce off here because of the 10K chart. We're wedged plus top of the channel on the 10K chart. A lot of things going against going long here. The only thing going for me is a two-legged pullback to the 20 EMA. Terrible signal bar as well. Is an inside bar right there. I'll like it to touch the 20 EMA, even spike below it and give me a good signal bar. That's what I really like to see. H-Cal says, hey, good morning. You know you have it bad when you look in the sky and see a cloud that forms a two-legged pullback. Have you guys seen the movie Pi? If you guys seen the movie Pi, that's maybe how you might feel. It's about this guy who's obsessed with pie, and he sees pie everywhere. And we maybe can make a movie called The Two-Legged Pullback, and we just see two-legged pullbacks everywhere. A perfect touch on the 20 EMA. Perfect touch on the 20 EMA. I say that because when it comes back up, the 20 EMA will be dragged up, and it actually will be a perfect touch. I'm considering going long here, pandas. We just finished the market open, and so I'm not in a trade right now. This might be the trade I'm looking for. We're hitting the 20 EMA off the 10K chart. We need a good signal bar though, pandas. Like right now, this is looking pretty bearish. What do we have here on a 2K chart? 2K chart is straight up downtrend right now, pandas. Straight up downtrend on the 2K chart. Reversing this. Most likely come back to retest here. We'll see. But that's rough. Right now, there's no trade on 10K chart. This signal bar is way too bad. Also, it's very large. Very large. Pretty large. Just taking a look though, because it's the only thing I have right now is the 10K chart setup. But right now it's about 2,000 more ticks, and I don't think this is going to give us a good signal bar here, pandas. We might look for a two-legged pullback off of the 20 EMA going down right now, because we're in a pretty strong downtrend right off the open. Pretty strong push down. This is a daily forming. If the daily forms a really good signal bar, man, I'm going to go short very hard when it breaks today's low. If it creates a good signal bar on the daily. The context is just too good on the daily. We got no trades right now, pandas. No setups. Possible setup like this, A, B, C. We could have a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA. This is a downtrend at the moment. So we're going to treat it like a downtrend, but look to the left of your chart, and you can see we do have some support here, right, off this two-legged pullback. Right, two-legged pullback off here. A, B, C. But other than that, I don't see much support. Brock, did you get a second entry? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure if you're cheering me on to get a second entry or if you got a second entry. I don't really see any good second entries right now, to be honest. Look at this signal bar on the 10K chart. Like, you cannot trade against that. That's a pretty bearish signal bar. This could be a measure move down. Still more room to make a measure move, actually. Let's see if we can get set up here. Evzen says, good morning, all from the eastern slopes of the Rockies. I'm not sure where you saw your second entry, but if you took this as a second entry, that could possibly be it. A, B, C. But that's technically not a two-legged pullback, but optically it's a two-legged pullback. Unfortunately, the Discord is only for the deluxe members. It's because we have automated strategies there, and we like to keep those within the community because people make them, spend time on them, and don't want to make them just available to anyone. We like to make them available to those who have purchased the indicator. I might create a channel maybe just for, you know, for the YouTubers. I might consider that actually. it's nice because you get to have more feedback, right? You can talk more and you know, more suggestions, the better, I think. We're just stalling out here after this breakdown of this trading range. We had a trading range here, breaking down, stalled out. H4 setup, possible H4 setup to go long here. Boy, oh boy. Well, let's see if the H4 triggers. If this H4 triggers, it could be like an opening reversal and it will maybe make the low of day and it'll just never come back down. But the H4 needs to trigger first. If it hits the 50s, the H4 is gone. What I mean by 50s, I mean by the halfway level, the 50-cent level on this grid here. If I zoom in, you can see that this grid is exactly 4 ticks. And so in the middle is the 50-cent, you know, first quarter is 25 cent, 3/4 is the 75-cent mark. So I like to call it the 50s, the 25s, the 75s, and the zeros of the lines. That's how I like to, and it's helpful because when you do 1-point scalps, you'd like to know exactly where your 1-point scalp will complete. So the grid helps. If you'd like to know how to set up the grid, you can check out the channel, and there's a video describing how to set up the 1-point grids here. Measure move nearly hit. I think he's talking about on the... Okay, hey, H4 setup here. I'm looking to go long here. Let's see if we can go long. It's a pretty strong downtrend though, pandas. The H4s are just too good. I gotta take this H4. If it gives me a decent signal bar, I'm considering taking H4 here. It is floating in the middle of nowhere, which I do not like. It's literally floating in the middle of nowhere. No supports. When we look at the left of the charts, nothing much here. But we do have an H4 setup. H4 setup in the middle of nowhere. Not a very good signal bar. This is H4. Like, most likely this will give you a point. In a sense, I want this to go down to the 240 SMA. I like to hit the bottom of this channel here. That'd be nice if we can get an H4 at the bottom of this channel off the 240 SMA. Then I could be like, okay, now we're not floating in the middle of nowhere. We got some support at least. $10K H4. Oh yeah, 10K has a 2-legged pullback. H4 on the 200 or 2000 tick chart, 2K tick chart. But do you see this pattern here? Like, this is actually the prime place to go for a trap. When you have a 2-legged pullback like this and it breaks below the 20 MA, it's actually the place where you want to look for a trap. This is the setup you want for a trap, especially off a wedge, top of channel. It's kind of like where you want to look for a trap, in my opinion, in terms of context. Right, you break below the 20 MA, and so this is not 2-legged pullback you want to go long. You want to go 2-legged pullback short here on the failed second entry. Decent signal bar here on the 2K chart, still in the middle of nowhere, floating in the middle of nowhere. I might take this because of small risk here, but I might take this trade, pandas. Ooh, I might take this trade just because I really like H4s and it's a decent signal bar. It's a doji bar though. It's a little weak. It's a weak signal bar. Triple bottom, micro triple bottom. If it micro triple bottoms, I'm interested. No micro triple bottom broke. No longer interested. Terrible signal bar now. Give me an H4 off the 240 SMA and I'll go in. It's a bad signal bar, but it is an H4. Oh gosh. I'm tempted to go here still. That's how that's how much I like H4s. I'm still tempted to go here, but like I said, it's floating in the middle of nowhere. It's like, it's just a downtrend and you're going to be going really strong counter trend here. I like it to be on some sort, even H4s, you like it to be on some sort of support. This This is floating in the middle of nowhere. It's struggling to go down now. As you can see, we have two-sided trading now. Wicks on these candles, tails, alternating bull bear bars. Seeing a weakening of this downtrend at the moment. Let me check this measure move here real quick again. Measure move is complete now on the 10K chart. Measure move is complete on the 10K chart. Ooh, measure move is complete. Is that enough for me to go long here, pandas? Doji signal bar. Measure move hit. I'm going to try to come with a retracement here, if we can get it. Retracement might be gone. I might chase the typical spot where we go. Because the measure move is hit, I'm going to try to get this. I'm going to put a small stop here. I'm just putting a stop at one tick below the signal bar. Because I think the 240 SMA might act as a magnet here. But that measure move is convincing me to maybe go long here. The measure move was hit perfectly. And we have an H4 on that measure move on the 2K chart. So I'm going to try to scalp out a point here. I'm going to just scalp. Actually, I'll hold my runner here. I'll hold my runner. Touched my target. Touched it. Touched it. Touched it. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Come on. Feel me? Feel me? Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that move down. I do not like that move down. Come back up. I might skunk this. Do not like that movement. I don't like it when the perfect scalp is hit and it bounces off of it. I do not like that. I'm going to skunk this if it comes back down here. But I think we're good here. I'm feeling confident here, pandas. Feel me? Come on. Let's go, baby! Alright, break even +1. Let's go, baby. And let's see if we can get a runner here. Because we made that measure move, this could be possible runner here. It might be nice. It might be nice. Let's go, baby! It might be a nice runner here. We'll see. I doubt it because we're in such a strong downtrend. Because we typically like to make, you know, a double bottom of some sort when we reverse. But H4s, hey, this could be it. This could be the reversal on the H4 opening reversal. That's what this would be called if this does reverse. It's gonna hold a runner. That's what the runners are for. Quote unquote free money. I just don't think the runners can go very far. But pandas can dream. Pandas can dream. Come on. Push up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Don't. Come on. You can do it. Get away from my stop. No. I'm pretty much accepting that I'm not going to get a runner here. It's all good. Let's go, baby. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Let's go, let's go. Hey, it's good to be back in your first trade. It is a nice scalp here. Oh, would you look at that? Stops you out and then reverses right when it stops you out. Man, I mean, I could have been a little risky and put my stop loss on actual break even, because you see where it stopped. It stopped actually at right at break even plus 1 tick. I could have put it and risked that, like, those commissions. And yeah, well, hey, profit's profit. Profit's profit. You know, I was thinking about maybe breaking even, moving to break even because of the slight chance of a opening day reversal. But yeah, I'd rather just protect my profits, protect not even losing on the commissions there. So I'm happy with that scalp. Oh, did it trigger? Ah, man, I could have doubled my position. I could have done here. I could have gone in there, and I could have gone in here. Man, I forgot about the 10K. But like I said, this is like actually the spot where you want to go short for fail second entry. But you see how it made that measure move perfectly, pandas? Right, from the top to here to bottom here. Right, we find the lowest point and then the first pullback, and then we see that actually this is a two-legged pullback. But technically this is a two-legged pullback. A, B, C, and second entry. But with this perfect measure move, that's why I wanted to go long, because of that perfect hit on the measure move with the H4, thinking that that's enough for a scalp at least, and possibly more than a scalp. It could be a really good. This could be a really good trade here, but unfortunately I got stopped out. I mean, nothing much you can do. You just stick to your strategy. I had my break even plus 1 tick. I was trying to get in, actually, you know, right here at the high, the signal bar high, but it didn't. It just wouldn't make that retracement, and so I was like, okay, I'd rather just get in because I might miss this trade. But look at this downtrend. Like, in my mind, this downtrend is pretty much confirmed, because we have one hit here, and now we retested it, and we're failing to break out of it. So now I'm like thinking this could be just more of a downtrend day today. We shall see. Yesterday's close was right here, and technically if we hit yesterday's close, that would be a two-legged pullback on the daily. Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more scalps here off the E-mini. That would be nice. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let me read some of your. Let me read some of the chat here. Mitch Lawton says MM nearly hit. It did hit perfectly. Avalon PS says you should make a Reddit to just talk about price action. Should I? I think these videos are plenty. But we'll see. Affiliate Panda, maybe another channel for the YouTube members. Only ask because I coded my own indicator, but I would like to chat with your pandas trading same strategy. All right, nice. You know, I love when developers come and make new tools for price action, because in my mind, if that helps the community, that's the best thing that can happen. The more developers, the better it is. You know, it might, like, I might take a hit on my profits, but if it, like, you know, for my indicator, but you know, if the overall community gets improved because of people, you know, pumping out indicators to help with price action, as long as they're not just like copycats, as long as they're providing something new, as long as they're pushing other people to make better indicators, then, you know, that's the best thing you can ask for, because you want the community to grow, you want it to be challenged. So I honestly appreciate anyone making their own indicators, putting it out there, and hey man, if you can make, you know, some money off of it, then awesome, you know, just happy for you. Hey, Davis, yep, it's making a measure move. It made that measure move perfectly, bounced off of it. But we're still in this downtrend, as you can see, with this simple trend line. Very simple trend lines connecting this high, and it bounced off of it. So we got to consider that into our price action. But also we see some chop here, right? Overlapping bars, showing that we have consolidation. Most likely what will happen is that this trend will continue down. That's what typically happens, right, after consolidation, continuation. But we shall see. Kevin Fennell says, I took 3 ticks, should have done what you did with the stop. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Man, this community is so encouraging. I missed you guys. I missed you guys. It's nice to be back. But yeah, like I thought, it would just been better if I just scalped out my entire position. But I was hoping possibly the H4 might create an opening reversal. But I mean, just looking at this super strong bear bar, I just felt like there's more room to come down. And so you see that it does kind of go up and it doesn't reverse here. And some people will consider this a failed second entry because, or really a failed reversal. It's two-legged pullback and you think the trend will continue, right? This original trend will continue, but it fails to do so, creating this long spike. And so some people will consider this a trap and we'll go short here, right? When these long wicks are created, long wicks above the candles hitting the resistance, right? Especially on a reversal point like that, people will come here and try to reverse the position here and consider this a trap. It's not a bad trap trade actually on the 10K chart. It's a 5-minute giving us anything. Strong bear bar, 240 SMA. It's not even acting as support here. Let's see if we can chart the 5-minute here. We are overextended on the 5-minute, breaking below, but this can keep going down, right? This won't even hold. This won't act as support at all if it's a strong downtrend day today, strong bear trend day today. The 5-minute creating a strong. What you're thinking after strong bear bar like this, some follow through. You're thinking of some follow through here on the strong bear bar. We do have a two-legged pullback off the 20 MA here, pandas. But with the trading range indicator, it's telling us that we're choppy as well. And so there's risk here to actually go short here because we'll be going at the bottom of this trading range indicator. But this is a two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. I'd like it if it was a little higher actually. Did we make a double bottom? Oh, we made a higher low here, pandas. Higher low, pandas. That's a small little detail to take note of. Higher low. Higher low was set up here. Was created. This is a two-legged pullback still. Yeah, it's the bottom of the trading range acting as some sort of support. Notice the trading range indicator. Notice the trading range way back here. And started mapping it out using price action. Avalon, congrats, man. Hey, by the way, if anyone makes money, there's no trap. I don't know where the trap is, Daniel Eyes. You're gonna have to show me where the trap is. We got two-legged pullback off the 20 MA here, off this trend line as well. But off the bottom, see how we're going sideways now? That this is getting choppy? This is a sign that this could come back up. So the trading range indicator is telling us something here. And this is where you can start getting hesitant to maybe go short, even though off of second entry. Pretty strong downtrend. The good signal bar, I might consider it, but I do not like to go short at the bottom of trading ranges. As you can see here, it's a trading range. This is tough. But the 20 EMA is acting as pretty strong resistance. I don't know. Pandas, hey, give me a 1 in the chat if I should take this second entry short. Give me a 2 if I no, or take a 3 if I should take the trap reversal here. Give me a 1 in the chat if I should take this second entry short. I'm definitely not gonna take it on this signal bar here, but it's a second entry off the two-legged pullback, off the 20 MA, A, B, C. Give me a 1 if I should take it. Give me a 2 if no. Give me a 3 if I should take the reversal. Potential trap trade here. 2, 2, 2. All right, we got mostly 2s here. I just love when people just say 1 just immediately because hey, it's not my money. Who cares if you lose money? Avalon FPS says too choppy. It is choppy here. But we are on a strong downtrend. Strong downtrend and choppy. It's making me hesitant to go short here. Making me hesitant. Ooh, wow. Wow. Good signal bar, and it just popped down. Ooh. Should I take the retracement here? I'm gonna sit on my hands here, pandas. That is a good signal bar though. Man. Should I take that retracement? It's the bottom of the trading range. I don't like that. It's getting choppy here. It's a little worrisome to go short the bottom of the trading range. Especially after the measure move is hit and we made a higher low here. Right, this higher low. I mean, that makes sense because you have a two-legged pullback, so you need to have the higher low. Ooh, is that going to scalp out? I'm sitting on my hands. I already made my decision. Thanks, Pandas, for your input. People are saying, take the Pikachu back up. It needs to go to the 50s to make a point here. 50s. Perfect scalp at the 50. Perfect scalp is made. As you can see, this turned yellow, showing that perfect scalp was made. You can still be trapped here technically. 10K actually is creating the trap trigger on a 10K chart. Some people would take this trade. I'm sitting on my hands. If this was actually magenta box, I would take it, but because of that failure, it's not technically a trap for me. So I will sit on my hands on that. But perfect scalp made, and now it's starting to reverse. The only reason why I didn't want to take that trade is because we're getting choppy, right? 3 overlapping bars here, sideways movement, up, down, and oftentimes these breakouts fail on these chops. And typically we like to go back in long into the trading range. But this looks like it's going to continue to go down. In my opinion, if I had a choice, I think it's going to keep going down. But I'm not putting my money on it. For Daniel I's sake, I hope this comes down and shoots down to the 240 SMA. Okay, absolute scalp made. Beautiful, beautiful. For those who went short here, congrats. It was just getting too choppy for me. Just was not sure. Right, when you see this chop here, it's not good. Like a cleaner to like a pullback would look something maybe even like this. Or, you know, if it was like clean movement down and then makes this two-legged pullback, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see choppiness up to the two-legged pullback because that shows that there's two, right? Price action is telling us there's two-sided trading here. Price action is telling us that there are bulls and bears fighting here. And so with that being said, like you don't know who's going to win. Most likely bears will win because we're already in a downtrend. But because you have that lessens your probability and it makes it less, it doesn't make it like that 20 or that 90% that I'm looking for. But good signal bar does make the absolute scalp. So congrats pandas who took that short. Alright, Daniel is not in trade. Some people will take this trap trade here on the 10K chart. Let's check the 5-minute. The 5-minute is just finding consolidation at the bottom of this channel. It's trying to make another push down off this bear bar, but it's having a tough time, right? It's having a tough time. This is not good follow through. When you see a strong bear bar and you start to see this is not strong follow through that you're thinking that you want after a strong bear bar, right? If you want to measure move down, you want better follow through than this. This is not good follow through. And we have our own two-legged pullback long here to come back into the trading range. But I'm not interested because we still have this downtrend and it's not broken yet. And I won't consider go long until this downtrend is broken. We do have a trap here. It's still so choppy for me. It is downtrend, but it's choppy. As you can see, even though we made that perfect absolute scalp, in my opinion, it's still risky because look at how the price action is acting now. It's coming back up, coming back into the trading range. This could have happened earlier, right? We could have missed that absolute scalp, and this could have came back earlier. So this is why, you know, it's not the strongest scalp here, right? No runner, nothing. It's just, but it was enough to make a 2-point scalp. This might have been worth going long, but I don't like to go technically counter trend still here. We have a trap setting up on the other side with a magenta box. Right, this magenta diamond says a second entry has happened, but it has not made a point yet. So we're in trap city. Right, we have two-legged pullback here, ABC. It has not made a point yet. Right, the point is at the 75s. And so because it hasn't made a point yet, we have a trap on the other side. So second entry short setting up here. We're still in a downtrend. Pretty incredible. But still very choppy in my opinion. Kyle Culber says, hey, on the first leg of second entry short. Second entry. Why did the red bar on the first leg not count as entry? I'm not sure what you're asking for. I'm not sure which red bar you're talking about. Are you talking about this bar right here? Ooh, we have a trap trade here, pandas. We have a trap for us right here. Ah, but it's so choppy. It's just so choppy. It's hard for me to take this, but we're in a downtrend. We are in a bona fide downtrend. Confirmed right here. We have a trap trade here. Ah, trap triggers. Almost makes a point immediately. This downtrend. I think I was too hesitant, but I do like this trap. I do like this trap, but it's very disappointing right now. I like that trap, but man, it's just again too choppy for me. Too many overlapping, too many alternating bars for me. I'm not super convinced yet, but some people might be saying this is a dumb panda. This is obviously a downtrend. You should just go short any opportunity you get. It's just in my opinion, though we are in a downtrend, and this trend line is confirmed, 20 EMA is acting as pretty strong resistance. It's just the recent chop here is making me hesitant to go short even. But I could be a fool. I mean, I might be missing a bunch of opportunities here now. The trap does not make a point yet, and that's not a good sign. Typically, traps make points very quickly if it's a proper trap. If it's a proper trap, the point is made within seconds typically. The whole idea of the trap is that you're in one place where all the bulls and bears are trying to go in the same time, and or bulls in this case the bulls are trying to cover, and the bears are trying to enter. Micro double top formed here. So that's disappointing, right? If you're in this trap trade, this is disappointing. Even though you're pretty much at break even or maybe -1 tick, but you're disappointed right now because traps typically make points very quickly. You can still make a point, obviously, but just letting you know more evidence of choppiness, right? More evidence of uncertainty, more evidence of not sure if to go long or short here, but it makes the point at the 25s. It makes a perfect scalp here off that trap. So congrats to those who are able to get out right there. But I just think that with this bar like this, it just shows there's more uncertainty here. Even though we're in a downtrend, this choppiness is giving traders uncertainty. It makes a perfect scalp, but that's it. And I think the 10K chart's good. 10K chart makes the absolute scalp on 10K chart. So I have reasons not to go short there because of this recent chop here, and this trading range is still valid. We can come back into this trading range. Kyle Carver says first leg up on the minute 41. So he's talking about this. Why didn't it trigger here? It's because according to leg counting, you do not count the leg until it breaks the previous candle's high. And so technically the second entry triggers right here because this candle breaks the previous candle's high. This is the signal bar and this is the trigger bar or entry bar. Again, sideways movement. Even though this can keep going down, it's still kind of like I'm uncertain. It's just uncertain. I don't know what's going to happen here. Too much choppiness, overlapping bars. Risky Ananda says, when we buy, long or short, bro? Do not copy my trades. Yeah, I mean, that double top here, I could see why you would go short there when you saw this double top. I was considering it, but we're hitting the 240 SMA soon. I mean, this downtrend is continuing to be confirmed with this trend line. It's just that this choppiness here just made me hesitant, thinking that there's definitely a fight going on. So you're thinking typically these consolidations, or kind of like I said, I thought it might be a bear trend day today, but who knows? I mean, if we get a good signal bar, if the signal bar ends like this, man, that is a two-legged pullback on the daily. Top of the channel. That is just, man, that is nice. All right, we're getting multiple bear bars now in a row, showing the strength of the bears now, right? Thinking the bulls might be giving up now. Right, this trend line is still nice, very nice. Very nice trend line still. Five-minute bounce off the EMA. Let's check the 5-minute out. I don't have a 5-minute. My 5-minute does not have any bounce off any EMA. It's just, man, measure move, right? Strong bear bar. Finding some follow through now. Incredible. Measure move almost hit on the strong bear bar in the 5-minute, as you can see. So one more tick, missed it by one tick actually. So measure move on the 5-minute on the strong bear bar here. Almost hit. 240 SMA. Good signal bar. H4. Another H4 pandas. Another H4s. Possible H4 here again. Possible H4. Just watching, just waiting, sitting on my hands. Got no setup here yet. H4 will last unless it hits the zeros. If it hits the zeros, H4 is gone. I don't know if the H4 is going to last. H4 is gone. It is a perfect scalp now. I mean, it could technically be an H4 still, but in my opinion, H4, or absolute scalp made. H4 is completely gone now. Brian Law says, I can hear the coffee is brewing. Pandas. Over the break, over my break, I treated Mrs. Panda with a nice little toy for her. Got a new espresso machine. Brand new espresso machine. And yeah, man, we I'm not gonna lie, I spoiled her a little bit. She deserves it. I spoiled her. We got ourselves a not a Marzico, nothing like that. We got ourselves a nice espresso machine. We got the Profitec espresso machine, and it's a pretty penny, you know, but we think it might be worth it because of Man, the coffee that Mrs. Panda makes is amazing. This is just gonna take it to the next level, if you know what I mean. It's gonna just take it to the next level. Kellyanne says, gonna wait it out until winner is declared. That is a wise panda. We still have our downtrend, pandas. 20 EMA still acting as resistance. We've got no setups here at the moment. I'm not sure if I want to look for any type of reversal until we get a full-on major trend reversal pattern. Yeah, Kevin Fennell asks, so do all the up legs in the H4 need to be traps? Yes, it needs to be a trap in order for it to be a bona fide H4. CP Joe asks, did I buy her the espresso machine for her or for me? That's what he's basically asking. Hey man, it's both. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. Falcon says, I've been looking at espresso machine. Hey, if anyone has an espresso machine, hey, throw in the chat what espresso machine you have and what do you think about it. Give us your small one paragraph review of any espresso machines if any of you guys have it. Man, we have a higher low setup here, thinking we might come back into this trading range, but it's hard to trade right now because we are for sure in a downtrend. So this is a higher low setup, but look at, we have yet to break the 20 EMA. And because of that, I'm not looking to go long here. I need some evidence that even though we have fought here, the bears are still in control because we have not broken the 20 EMA yet. So the bulls are showing their presence, but not strong enough to even break above the 20 EMA. And so for this one, I have to skip this. Cannot go long here. Kevin Fans asked, do all the up legs need to be traps? No, just the fourth trap, just the fourth leg, fourth pullback. Richard Harris says, Bull's getting ready. I wouldn't be so eager. I wouldn't be so confident in that. 1 second, pandas. Alright, sorry fans, I'm back. Oh man. Mrs. Panda just dropped off a nice latte from the brand new espresso machine. Mayo Sebastian asks, what's the strategy? You can check out the frequently asked questions below to answer that question. I'm not looking to go long, pandas. I'm just saying that right now. I'm not really considering to go long until a lot of things happen for me, right? Basically, it has to break trend, right? Give me a nice minor reversal. It needs to give me two-legged pullback with a lower low, right? And this could possibly give us a higher low setup or a trap trade. And from these trades, the most probable is the trap trade here, right? This is the highest probability, but this is also a good probability. But a lot of things have to happen before I'm considered to go long. So I know you guys are very eager maybe to go long here because you're seeing all this chop and you're like, hey, I might know something the market doesn't know. I know there's bulls here because we're reading price action. We're not reading any indicators here. So we might have a little inside information, but the inside information is useless until the context is there. Overall context is more important. And I mean, we're just in a straight downtrend, you know, and we have to respect this downtrend. We do. Plus, look at where it happened, right? It happened at the wedge top of the channel here. And so this is why I was thinking this could be reversal because of the wedge top and also top of the spiking channel on the 10K chart. And it is doing just that. It is reversing at the top of this wedge. But the 240 SMA is acting as some sort of support right now. And typically what happens here is that when it gets pinched between the 240 SMA and the 20 EMA, it just consolidates for a while. So we might see some chop. We might have another trade here, but with that being said, I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee. Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but oat milk is the way to go. If you drink coffee and you still drink cow milk, I mean, I love cow milk, but oat milk, man, I don't know. It just does it for me. Plus, my stomach's a little sensitive to that dairy. So like I said, this is all the things of a major trend reversal we need to happen first, and we don't have it yet. And so you might really want to go long here because of the strong strong signal bar. And I wouldn't blame you if you went long here, but in my mind, we still have the 20 MA blocking it. We still have this trend line, hasn't broken yet. So you always have to think the market's going to continue to do what it's doing until it doesn't. So either be in a trading range or downtrend or uptrend. You always expect it to do that. So you typically don't want to trade into the resistance. So we want a strong break. We want a break above the 20 MA. Plus, we don't have a higher low yet. We still have a lower high or lower low. Right? This actually broke the previous low, so we're actually making lower lows here still. Evzen says stovetop mocha pot espresso. Actually, that is pretty good. If you don't have an espresso machine, that's probably the best way to go. If you want the closest thing to an espresso. I haven't tried AeroPress because I typically like stronger coffee. I'm not sure if AeroPress if it actually makes like espresso level coffee or if it makes like just like a good drip coffee. Strong bull bar, as you can see here. Strong bull bar, ending at its high. No follow through at the moment though. This was a head and shoulders pattern. Someone asked this is a head and shoulders pattern. This was a head and shoulders pattern. And how you measure it is doing this, the measure move. Right, and when it breaks, your measure move is actually way down here for the head and shoulders. So now we are actually at the first step of our major trend reversal on a very strong downtrend though. We have not made a gap yet, so that concerns me. Ryan Schmidt says, your chart looks completely different. Make sure you're on the right contract expiration. We're on 921. John says bull surprise, and he's referring to Al Brooks. This is a bull surprise, but no follow through. So you gotta take it as that. Notice that this trading range is still valid, created by the trading range indicator. H4 on 10K. Hold up. Ooh. If we get an H4 on 10K, that might be really good. Notice we had an H4 on 10K here yesterday, and terrible signal bar. Trading range indicators show that there's more room to the bottom of the trading range. Thinking you will come back to test the bottom trading range, the H5 actually triggers, and then it starts to give you your point. But not only until after the trading range gets hit. This is why context matters for H4s. H4 on a 10K chart, pandas. This might be a nice setup here. Nice reversal spot. I'm just marking the top of this trading range, the previous trading range here. It might act as some sort of support. Oh, Ryan Schmidt says, I'm using Tradeovate. I can't help you. Anyone that uses Tradeovate maybe can help Ryan Schmidt, but I can't help you there, sorry. Phil W says, if price can move back up closer to the EMA, then watching for possible second entry short again. Okay. Ryan Schmidt says, what market am I using? I'm using the most liquidable market in the entire universe, the E-mini. I'm using it because it's the most liquidable market in the entire universe. Plus, every candle is enough to make a point, right? The average candle size is enough to make a point on a 2000 tick chart. This is why I trade the E-mini. We might not get that H4 on the 10K. It'll just be a matter of time, and we'll see if we'll get it. But we wait for the market. We wait for the setup to come to us. We don't chase the setup. David Kaplan, ecstatic that I'm back. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to be back. Okay, we got a higher low setup, pandas. We do have a higher low setup here. Higher low setup. Huh. Sorry, pandas, that a little loud. 1 second. Oh, Mrs. Panda's going crazy with the espresso machine. She's enjoying the steamer, and I think she's practicing her latte art. Having way too much fun. Whew. Pandas. Are we gonna get a trap here? I typically don't like to take the trap right off the bat, but I'm thinking maybe we come back into the trading range here now off the 240 SMA. 240 SMA acting as a double bottom, acting as a solid support right now on the 2000 tick chart. Yeah, sorry, I had to close a couple doors. It was kind of getting a little loud. For those who think we're still going short, this is the second entry short you can take. This is a trap here to go long, second entry, fail second entry short, possibly. And the clue is, all of this chop here could give us the clue to look for this trap. Plus, we're above the 20 MA. Broke above the trend line. I don't like how it hit the bottom of the trading range perfectly and bounced off of it. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. But we lose this trap at the 25s. Trap is still valid. We're still in trap city unless it's hit the 25s. One more tick down, trap is gone. Trap is gone, pandas. So those who took this second entry short, congrats. A, B, C, right? Second entry short. Off the bottom of this trading range now. H4. H4 is a real possibility on the 10K chart right now. I like the H4 a lot here. I like the H4 a lot. Almost repeat pattern though from here and also here, right? Broke above, strong push up. Come back down, creates an H4. Strong push up, comes back down, creates another H4. And maybe we might get the same pattern. We might get that small spike down with the H5. We'll see. But H4, about to trigger here. H4 on a 10K chart, pandas. This is what I'm looking at for a possible reversal here. I almost want this H4 to hit. I want it to come down. This is a 10K chart, by the way. H4 still has not triggered. Don't jump the gun here. Cannot jump the gun. Strong bear bar. Right back to the 240 SMA. Notice trading range is still valid here. Phil W says, got the short. Let's go, baby. Good job, Phil W. Congrats, man. Hey, show some love to Phil W. Hey, we like to celebrate anyone making money here. Them making money has no effect on you making or losing money. Ah, beautiful. H4 just triggered on the 10K chart. Let's look for a decent signal bar here. Let's look for that reversal, pandas. All eyes on the 10K chart for me. Strong push down, but man, if we get this reversal on the 10K chart, I don't know what's gonna happen though. I don't know what's gonna happen on the stream because 10K chart can produce like 5, 6 candles before reversing. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles right here before reversing finally, and it took about 1 hour, right, to make those 6 candles. So who knows how far this fourth push pullback will go. We are hitting yesterday's top of the trading range yesterday here, acting as support. Hit actually yesterday's close. Don't really take that into consideration that much, but with an H4 setup, I might like it a lot. So we broke trend, lower low. 2 steps of the major trend reversal has triggered, but I did not like how weak this minor reversal was. For a major trend reversal, you first need the minor reversal, then a new low, and then the major reversal should happen after that, but I do not like the minor reversal here. It's very weak minor reversal. All eyes on H on the 10K for me though. Got the 2-point double entry short. Congrats, Ryan. Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go. Perfect trap. Measure move hit on the 5-minute. Now reversing on the measure move. Man, but that's a downtrend, man. That is a downtrend. We're about halfway up on this strong breakout. About halfway. 10K chart. Possibly give us a higher low here, but the 20 EMA is still acting as a pretty strong resistance, as you can see, right? The 20 EMA is just cannot break above the 20 EMA. It's just letting us know that, you know, we're in bear town. We're in bear town still. But what do bears know about the H4s? This one bear does. These pandas know about the H4s. Let's get an H4 set up here. Like I said, pandas, it could be a while until we can actually reverse on the 10K chart. That is a strong bear bar. Very strong bear bar. Goodness. If it reverses on this bar, man, that's hard. I don't think I would even take the H4. It's just so choppy though. Even though there's like a pretty strong downtrend, it's still very choppy. What I mean by strong downtrend is because look at this. This 20 EMA is just acting as resistance all the way down. Still, even breaking above it, no follow through. Right? It tries to go up again, and then once the bull saw this candle, disappointed, right, on this higher low, they got out. They stopped out right there, and this is why you saw this big. This is why we like to go on the second entries, but for me, okay, so now the trading range actually broke. For me, I was thinking maybe possible reversal here, but mainly because of 240 SMA, right? Pinch between the 240 SMA. Sometimes act as, especially if you have a double bottom like that, you got to consider that. Got no setups here, pandas. Still very choppy. Skarbeski says, how long did it take you to read context really well? It seems to be the hardest part. Every time I learn something new, I try to apply it and somehow miss out on other context. Lots to remember. Yeah, it is lots to remember. And how long does it take? It might take years. For me, I'm still learning. I'm still learning every day. You know, and I may never master. I don't know if you can really master it, but it's like, can you master English? Can you master a language? Yeah, you can be really good at it, but can you master a language? I don't know. Like, can you know everything about a language? Who knows? But you can maybe be proficient at it, and you know, probably it could take up to 3 years, right, to actually learn to read price action well. And you know, so for those who get discouraged, like within a month of trading, I mean, your expectations, I don't think were tempered correctly. The nice thing about the two-leg pullback is that it's like gets your foot in the door. It's easy to see the two-legged pullbacks, and so once you can see that setup, then you know, you can incorporate other things. But yeah, sorry, Pan. This is, I mean, I can't control this market. This market's just been a snoozer. It's just it is actually a strong downtrend, but it's just been like, yeah, very choppy. The only trade I see right now is this H4 on the 10K chart, but that all depends on the signal bar, depends on where it happens. Look at this, right? 2 dojis, right? Long wicks, like this is just terrible. Like dojis on top of dojis. More trading ranges being formed here. Reading the chat here. Where is it now? You have to pay for market playback. Sigh. Missed out on a lot of shorts today, Avalon FPS. Yeah. I mean, you could say missed out on shorts. I mean, the reason why I had reasons not to take the shorts I didn't take. You know, because of the chop here. Good signal bar though, but the chop made me worried because typically you don't like to see chop before entering trade because that starts to create trading range. And you know, a cleaner setup will look like something like this, just a strong move down, a nice two-legged pullback back to the 20 MA. That's what we like to see, but here's a strong move down and then sideways chop for a while. And actually had an H4 reversed and then came back down, hit the 20 MA. It's a pretty strong bull bar, but at that point we had a trading range. We're at the bottom of trading range, so I didn't take that. This trap might have been a good trade. I was really considering this trade, but even then it didn't perform the way that I would typically like a trap to trade. So even for me, that was a win for me not to take that trade, because it's like, you know, it's not a proper trap if it doesn't, you know, spike down. It should spike down for proper traps, in my opinion. What do we have here? All right, we got an H4 set up on the 10K chart, and we got about 2,000, almost 3,000, 25 ticks, 2,500 more ticks left on the 10K chart. I might consider going long here because we are finding some support here. Need a decent signal bar. Alright, Panis, this might be my last trade on the stream if we get this H4. Terrible signal bar now on the H4. Choppiness here, showing another trading range. Trap currently failing here. It's a 2K chart. 10K chart, terrible signal bar, Pandas. Terrible signal bar. Very bad signal bar. Terrible signal bar. Alright, 10K looks to me invalid to really go. We can see the 10K how it's going to end by the 2K chart because the the tick counts are pretty much will be even. Whoa. So the top of the 10K chart, the 10K candle is right here. So if it breaks above here, that'll be the second entry, but this is looking like a really bad signal bar on the 10K chart, as you can see here. Grant Kim 3-0, just call it a day. This market is just flat. Oh, wait, sorry. Good luck to everyone. Hey, congrats, Grant Kim. Congrats. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This is just so painful. But notice the 20 EMA still acting as resistance. Pretty strong resistance here. But like I said, I thought today would be a trading range day today or a bear trend day today. It's proving to be so far, but it's only been an hour of trading. It's too early to say how it's going to end. Terrible signal bar to go on this H4. Very bad signal bar. It's very reminiscent of this. This is actually a worse signal bar than the one here. But I like this H4. The risk is not too bad. It's about 1, 2, 3, less than 4 points. So on the 10K chart, less than 4-point risk. Thanks, Jason, for taking up the shillings. Richard Harris, yes, it's nice to be back. Panda, hey, give me a 1 in the chat if I should take this H4 on the 10K chart. Give me a 2 if a no. Give me a 3 if I should take the reversal. Ryan says he's done for today. Ooh, H4 about a trigger on the 10K chart. Ooh. What's happening here? Very close to triggering. Panda, should I take this? Give me a 1 if a yes, give me a 2 if a no, give me a 3 if I should take the trap reversal. Everyone's saying no. Yeah, I saw that. Potential H4 on the 2K as well. I have my order primed up here, pandas. I'm considering taking this H4. Doing it for the content, alright, pandas? Doing it for the content. Looking pretty terrible. I want to see how it looks like here. The H4 triggers on the 2K chart. And then also the 10K chart. That is crazy. That's crazy. I think it's very rare for that to happen. But look at this consolidation. It's pure, like the trading range indicators are already like identifying this trading range. Identified it way back here with these 3 bars. And it's proving to be pretty accurate. By the way, if you want more information about the indicators, you can check out the official website, bottom right of your screen, www.twoleggedpullback.com. If you want an indicator that automatically finds these second entries for you, traps, alerts, automated strategies. Yes, automated strategies. It's what it sounds like. Bottom of the trading range. It might trigger the H4 on the 2K chart and the 10K chart at the same time. That is... I'm about to say, is there one on the 5-minute chart? But it's not on the 5-minute chart. That would be crazy. H4 about to trigger on the 2K chart here. Pandas, we got an H4 on double 2K and 10K charts here. Goodness gracious. What's going on, pandas? We got so many H4s going on. Solid downtrend. Like... I'm so stubborn. Like, I should just go short. Why haven't I gone short yet? That is the question. I'm keeping the 10K H4. Let's take both. H-Cal is feeling risky. Let's take both on this super strong downtrend day. No signs of reversal on the downtrend. Other than this super consolidation, but never breaking above the 20 MA, man. That's, you don't want to go long against that. We got 4,000 more ticks left on this candle. It's just it's so choppy but downtrend. That's like the weird thing, right? That's why it's like, that's why I think today was hard for me, because I saw the chop. The price action is telling me we are so choppy, but at the same time we are in a downtrend. So for me, it's like, it's hard for me to go short because of the chop. It's hard for me to go long because we're in a downtrend. And so it's just like, you know, I'm like in a weird place. I'm just like, it's hard to trade these like choppy downtrend days. You know what I'm saying? Like these slow, grindy days. Very hard for me to find entries just because it's like, I keep thinking we're in trading range. Like, you know, and everything in price action is telling me trading range. But also everything's telling me downtrend. And so it's like, these days I think are hard for me. And I gotta do better in learning how to trade these days better, I think, personally. Because maybe I just gotta take the risk and just continue the downtrend until I lose. But I don't know. I don't know. For me, because of the chop, I'm just thinking, man, this downtrend is not as strong as I think it is, but it's actually very strong because we're under the 20 MA. Confusing. So, these days are hard ones for me. I think, personally. Very difficult. So it's like, you had an absolute scalp made right there. I could have just gone short. But why would I go short in this chop? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very confusing. Like, even though it's a two-legged pullback, very, I mean, it's a two-legged pullback, straight up. A, B, C, right? Indicator also identifies it as a Pikachu, right? Pikachu here. Dark red number inside the magenta box means it's a trap and the second entry short. So, you know, there was a two-legged pullback right here. but it's confusing because it's so choppy. Like, it's so hard to go short here. If you're thinking like, look at how many overlapping bars there are, it's just very difficult. So even though it's like clearly a downtrend, it's like hard to trade downtrend, and that's why the market's tricky, right? That's why it takes years and years to really master this market, or get good at it at least. Things like this, like days like this, is like, for me, very difficult. I don't know if it's the same with you guys. Interesting. H4 setting up here now. Very good signal bar on the H4. Goodness, but the 20 EMA is right here. So tricky, so tricky. 20 EMA is right here, but super good signal bar on the H4 on the 2K chart. But we're on a super strong downtrend. No breaks above the 20 EMA. I still have my eyes on a 10K H4. I thought this was gonna trigger earlier, but I might have to end this soon. Yeah. Hard to go along there because you have the 20 EMA blocking you, plus the bottom of this trading range blocking you. Might be worth just buying a limit order here. Trying to get a point, scalp a point here with a limit order, in my opinion. Look how we bounce off perfectly off here. Off this top here. I might buy a limit order here. Might buy a limit order here. Actually, that's my limit order. I wanted it right here. I think I already missed it. No, I don't like that. Come on, give me a reversal here. The limit order, if I put a limit order here, might have scalped out already. H5 might trigger. Looks like the H5 wants to trigger here. If we have a lower high, after this H5, I'll consider going long. But I need a lower high first. If it breaks below this, then I'm not interested. But if it gives me a lower high setup, I'll be interested. Micro double bottom at the moment. Might be interested in this H4 with this micro double bottom. Might be interested. Ooh. Turning green. It didn't trigger the H5. I would like it if it triggered it. Give me a higher low setup. But instead, just give me a micro double bottom right here. Good signal bar. No follow through. I'm not sure that micro double bottom strong enough. I'm not sure this micro double bottom strong enough for me to enter the H4 now. I like this H5 to fail if we can. A little more small spike down would be nice. And that to me will be enough evidence. It's just a micro double bottom. I'm not sure if that's strong enough. I'll need a failed trap. That would be ideal for me. If this comes back up and makes a point, I'm going to end the stream. If it comes back down and I can enter. If it comes back down and breaks the bottom here, I'm going to end the stream. If it comes back down and comes back up, I'm going to enter in. So that's what... micro double bottom. That might be enough. I'm gonna have my setup here just in case. So I do have one trade up here. The H4 still valid H4. Ah, bounce off of it. Bounce off of it. Oh, now it looks nice. The H4 looks nice. Even looks nicer now than before. Micro triple top here. Comes back down, bouncing off. People coming out break even, maybe. That's what that bounce is. People coming out break even for those who entered the H4. They saw this, they didn't like it. They saw this, they didn't like it. They came out break even. But that might be the weak bulls. The strong bulls might still be in. So that little spike down right there off that micro triple top is people coming out break even. Thinking they made a mistake. They wanted to get out of the trade. It's just one of those days. Like I just didn't think. I just didn't know. It was just so choppy. Like I'm reading price action. It's just like it's choppy but downtrend. It's just hard for me. You got two conflicting things going on. Like I said, I'm gonna end the stream if it comes back down and breaks below this low, or if it makes a point above here, or if it breaks down, comes back up, fail trap here. I'm gonna enter in. Those are my three scenarios right now that's going to end the stream. So pandas, hopefully one of them triggers soon. Ooh, higher low right here. Interesting. Higher low. Very interesting. Now the H4 is getting choppy sideways. Coming back up with a higher low. Couldn't reach the double bottom this time. Showing some strength from the bulls. Huh. Very interesting. Huh. Micro triple top formed here. Micro triple bottom formed here. Pretty much off by one tick, but that could be the clue to make you realize that this is actually going to keep going up. If you get another double bottom here. Okay, there it is. There's my setup. That's what I'm looking for. That's the setup I'm looking for. I'm going to enter here. If it breaks below here, I'm canceling this order. And ending the stream. If it breaks below the previous low here. I want a higher low with this H5. Currently higher low setup right now. $310 more ticks left in this candle. $47, $38. Fails to make a point on this trap. I might be quick to reverse this though, because this will be a two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. Let's come out here. Let's see if we can get a scalp here. This could trap me. And if it does, end the stream on a red day. But that's the lesson you learn. Trying to trade counter trend to a strong bear trend day today. Maybe I might reverse the position here. Huh. Strong bear trend. Strong bear bar. Market double bottom. Try to be agile here. I might reverse the position here just until I can pull back going short. Amazingly, still in this trade. Two-legged pullback, going short now with the Pikachu. Maybe reverse my trade here. Ooh, too late now. Should I reverse my position? Maybe I might reverse my position here. That's tricky, man. That's really tricky. That's tricky. I'm ready to eat this. I'm really ready to eat this. Maybe I'll do the 4-point. 4-point stop loss here. 1, 2, 3, 4 points here. Let's keep the 4 points, see what happens here. We got a Pikachu setting up. This is so choppy. I think I can get away with the 4-point, but still under 20 MA. Boy, oh boy. I'll keep the 4-point. I'll eat the 4 points. I'm okay eating 4 points here. Where are we on the 10K chart? 10K chart. 5 minute. Look at the 5 minute. Look, what is this? This is a 5 minute chart. How do you trade this in the 5 minute? That's just insane to me. How do you trade that? It's crazy. I guess you just go short. That's how you trade it. I'm okay eating this. Just watching. Just watching. Whew. See what happens, pandas. Still holding on. Still holding on here. Still holding on to this trade. Interesting. I mean, I'm assuming I'm gonna get stopped out here, but it's just interesting, the price action today. I'm just like very, very difficult to read for me these type of days. Got about 2.5 more candles. Pandas, this might be it. I might get hit. Lesson is, if the market cannot break above the 20 EMA throughout the entire day, do not counter trend trade. That is the lesson for today, pandas. Don't do it. I'm already considering this a loss, even though I haven't been stopped out yet, and even if I make a scalp here, the trade was not a good trade. It was a bad trade. Very bad trade. I had a certain scenario thinking, if we have the H5 and the H5 fails and reverses, then it's more credence to go long. Because the H4s are typically very good. But, no matter what, how this ends up, this was a bad long to go into. And I'm like stressing out now because of it. But, I mean, it's okay. I'm okay with losing this. It's fine. Plenty of days to trade. Plenty of days to trade. Plenty more setups to get. So no matter what happens here, this was a bad trade, regardless of me making a point or not. But hey, we're still holding on to this one. Let's just see what happens. $150 times 4. $600. $10K chart, readjusting my H4 on the 10K chart. $453, $450. $200 more, about 200 more ticks left. I'll drop this on 25 ticks left. I'll drop it down close as I can to 0. Here we go. That's a good signal bar on the H4. I'm in a double position here. That's 1 point right here. I'll keep one runner just in case. Actually, I'll scalp out my entire position. 10K just triggered the H4 setup. And it's enough for me to make some profit here if we're able to get the 1 point on the H4 on the 10K chart. Pretty good signal bar. Not the follow through you want. I am in a double position here because of the H4 triggering on the 10K chart, also on the 2K chart. And if I get 1 point on the 10K chart, then I'm able to actually make money here on this trade. My break even is currently right here. Pandas. Do we have hope, pandas? Do we have hope? I'm basically looking at the 10K chart trying to get 1 point off the 10K. Ends on the 75s. I'm thinking we can get there. Thinking we can get 1 point on the 10K chart. So right now this profit target is at the 1 point for the 10K. I'll just trade here. Basically, we're at the 10K with double position. People are coming out of the trade right there. As you can see, it's bouncing off of the break even. I think maybe other people are doing exactly what I'm doing. So they're just coming out break even and they're okay with coming out break even. They'd rather come out break even than potentially lose all of this stop loss here. Hit my break even perfectly, as you can see. I think people are coming out break even. They didn't want to hold it. But see, I have diamond paws. I have diamond paws that I'm going to hold it until I make my 1 point on this H4 on the 10K chart. Diamond paws. I like the setup. And like regardless if I was a double position or not, it's just like I just have a 1 point profit target on my 10K chart H4, and that's typically what I would do. I'm just in like a double position right now. With a pretty good signal bar as well. And this could be a potentially big hit, but it's all good, pandas. Man, I've been struggling after hitting 15K. It's just a struggle. I really wanted that 20K, but it's a struggle, pandas. It's a struggle. It's hard. Trading's hard. You see a nice H4 setup. It's minimal risk here. 2.5 points. Diamond pause, pandas. Diamond pause. Holding this trade till I either get stopped out or hit my profit target. That's what it is. H4 setup on the 10K chart. I like the setup. Not bad. I am not a full-time trader. Rodriguez Jefferson, thanks for the $5 super chat. He asked, what software are you using for the Panda? I've seen monkeys and everything, lol. It's a program called Animes. Thanks for the $5 dono. EMA still acting as resistance. The lesson here, pandas, don't go long if the 20 EMA is acting as resistance all day. No matter how choppy it is. I think that's a nice lesson to learn today. Potential higher low setup here on the 2K chart. Just waiting for the 10K to either stop me out or give me my point. Taking forever, taking forever. Just waiting, just waiting, and waiting. Potential higher low setup here on the 2K chart. Either way, I'm happy with it. Whatever result happens, I'm happy. Pretty much because, even though the only thing different is my position is a little bigger than I normally would take. It's a double position, obviously, but regardless, I would take this H4 on the 10K chart, and my profit target's still 1 point, and I'll have my stop loss 1 tick below the signal bar. So in any way, I would have taken this trade. It's just a little bigger trade than I typically would take because of double position. But, you know, if I get stopped out here, it's all good. And I think it's a trade worth taking. H4, good signal bar on the 10K chart. It's just taking a long time, pandas. I'm sorry. You know, if this was playback mode, you know, maybe I could just fast forward it. But this is live. Very live. It is what it is, right? Whatever happens, it is what it is. Ooh, higher low setup here. But look at the higher low, it will end up becoming a two-legged pullback. Push. 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 Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. Woo, pandas. Come on. Come on. Give me my point. Give me my point. Yeah, it says, should we skunk? That is up to you. I'm just holding it. I got diamond pause. No bamboo pause today. I'm just holding on to this. I think it's a mighty fine setup. And you gotta get through it. Good setups, bad setups. Come on. Come on. People are coming out break even right here. This is why it's getting stalled out right at my break even. Other people coming out break even. They're like, all right, I've seen enough of this. I've seen enough of this, and they're just coming out break even. We do have a two-legged pullback off the 2K chart. It's just a regular two-legged pullback. Pretty nice. And you might want to come out here if you're thinking about skunking. But I got diamond pause. It's just, in my mind, this is like a 90% probability to make a point here because of the H4 on the 10K chart. So it is what it is. Come on. Feel me. Let's go, baby! Oh my. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Diamond pause! What did I say? Pandas, diamond pause. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Alright, pandas, with that, we're ending this stream. That took forever. And I got some work I gotta catch up on. So let's go, baby. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Hey, let me know in the chat what you thought about this stream. Whew, that was a nail biter. That was surely a nail biter. And finally, this chop finally became a reversal. Now we're trading above the 20 MA. Boy, oh boy, that was rough. But hey, man, H4, 10K chart. Just 1 point. Hey, this is going for 2 points. It's actually made 2 points off the H4. Almost. And so, let's go, baby. Hey, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me know in the stream how you felt about this. I gotta go. Sorry, pandas. Sorry to leave so abruptly, but I gotta go now because that just ended the scalp. And man, what a good way to end the stream. Alright, pandas. I'll see you guys tomorrow.